So wait for some people to hop on. Hey, hey, can you guys hear me? I'm sorry. I had to hop back on. Yes. Hey, honey. Hey, what's up? I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing 1 free questions, and I'm also offering paid readings. All the info's in the description. I had all of it pinned before, but guys, I'm not doing all that to go hop right back on online, but everything's in the description. I was like, all right, cool. If you guys do have a question, feel free to let me know and I'll dive in. My reading got buffered. Damn, girl, I'm gonna be honest with you. You have a divine blockage. Your guys did not want you to hear 100% of that, but I'm gonna be real. I was giving you some pretty sound advice. I was giving you some pretty sound advice on that. I was saying go to a financial advisor. I was saying know what you want to like purchase before you even receive this inheritance. Know how much debt you have. Go into Credit Karma, check out all of your debt. You know what I mean? Go and figure out what you want to pay off. Go and figure, you know what I mean? Like there's different things that you want to do. It's not just about, oh, I want to buy this house, I want to buy this car. Of course you want to, but you want to make a smart decision, something that's going to generate some form of revenue for you in the long haul. So like, and my dream is to purchase a multifamily property, okay? And I wish to live on the other side, and then somebody else can live on the other side with a bit of space in between is my dream, okay? I don't want to deal with them. I don't even want them to know I'm their landlord. Like, I'm serious. I want to be like, oh yeah, that landlord's a bitch, huh? Like, that's how I want it to be. So, I'm not even kidding. But, yeah. But, what's it called? Hold on. But yeah, overall, you got amazing cards. You had gotten, after that, you had gotten like the Ace of Pentacles that came out as well. You're about to get this. You're about to get this, and it's going to be coming in pretty fast for you. So definitely just know what you are wanting to do with it when it does come in. Okay? But that's what came in for you. I wish I could like send a screenshot and do that, but it might upload after. So check the live and go towards the end to see if it's on there. If it's not, you're like, damn, okay, kind of buffered out. All right, guys, I'm going to do 10 minutes of some free spreads. And if you guys want like a reading with me, feel free to let me know, okay? If not, you can book outside of the live as well, guys. Okay, I'm going to be delivering readings today. I am going to be going to Hobby Lobby later and getting some index cards so I can create a new deck. I love Hobby Lobby. That's my place. Sorry. Does Dee know that I'm living in London? Stephanie, hey, what's up? You're welcome, Mary Jonna. Does Dee know that you're living in London? So let's see here. So, does Dee know that you're... Okay. So first and foremost, the Three of Wands wanted to pop off for you, but we're going to shuffle that back in because it didn't fall out completely. That could mean that this person is knows that there's a short distance between the both of you guys. I don't know why I feel like this person doesn't live in the States. Does this person live in the States? I don't know. I feel like this person doesn't live in the States. This person lives in the UK, but I guess not London, or this person lives in London. I don't know. I feel like there's not much of a distance between the both of you guys. With the King of... You said no London. Okay. Yeah, with the King of Swords energy coming forth in the upright. And I'm going to get another one out for you in the Page of Wands. Yeah, I feel like he knew about this. Probably before you even told many people about it. Yeah. Especially with the King. He might have heard it from a friend who could be a fire sign or an air sign. Is also something coming forth. But I do feel like this person has a magnetic pull, and you don't realize, but you kind of are a product of his manifestation. He wanted you to live closer. I'm telling you, the power of divine masculine is like real. If they do not want... I'm serious. Be careful who you tie to. I'm serious. I'm very fucking serious. When they think about it, there's a reason why in my Lightworker Oracle, okay, whenever they concentrate on something, I'm not even kidding, okay? Whenever they concentrate on something, and if they want to create a blockage towards, like, let's just say your successes or things that you may love more than them, it will happen, okay? No ifs, ands, or buts about it, especially if you are shared with this person, like spiritually shared with this person a little bit to like where you guys have hooked up already and stuff like that. Yeah, all right. With the King of Swords and the King of Wands, this is very much of a manifestation energy, All right. King of Wands are known to manifest things because they take action towards whatever they're wanting to manifest. So, and they'll know which action to take. Even if they are like, if they don't know what action to take, they're going to figure it out. They're going to take an action to figure out the action. Do you understand? Like, they're not somebody who's just going to like sit around. And if they do, they get kind of antsy. You know what I mean? They want to be doing something with their energy. All right. And this is what's coming through here with this King of Wands. All right. With the Page of Wands. It's not like they don't like to relax. Of course they like to relax. But it's the way that they relax. It's different. They have to know that they're enjoying their hard work. Like, they have to feel that way. Okay? But with the Page of Wands and the King of Wands, I do feel like this person knows that you're in London. And this person definitely manifested it. But the power of the Divine Masculine is real. Okay? I'm serious. Doesn't mean that it outweighs Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine has her powers too. You know what I mean? It's just different. It's different. But Divine Masculine, I'm telling you right now, like, I'm telling you, like, if you are focusing on a business that you're trying to build and that person is talking shit about your business or trying to talk down about your business and trying to pretend to be supportive but not really, your business will sink. Like, your business will sink. And you're probably like, what? Why? Justin Bieber quit touring. He had face paralysis, whatever, okay? Now he got something. I know it was serious, whatever, but most likely it was a drug reaction. But anyway, so he had face paralysis, okay? And he couldn't tour. You know who loves his music but doesn't really like when he tours? Haley fucking Baldwin. You know whose portfolio tripled after that happened? Haley Baldwin. You know who owes $280 million to fucking Scooter Braun? Justin Bieber. So he already paid that off, a majority off, all that shit off, you know what I mean, from his new album sales and everything like that, his new Hollister ad. And, like, you know, he's doing that, you know what I mean? And there's no shading, like, I love Justin Bieber, but he definitely got Destiny swapped 100%. Like, his numbers don't matter. His wife is now a billionaire. Yeah, because of Elf, by the way, an Elf brand. But anyway, so let's get into it. So I'm serious. I just have an issue with it because it's like, damn, like, don't you want your partner to be just as successful? Don't you want your partner to be like, damn, yeah, you rocked your sales today. Damn, that's awesome. You know what I mean? Like, you're passionate about this. That's dope. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like I don't understand it because, like, I'm very supportive of my person whenever they're wanting to do their thing about it. It's just when they don't, let's just say, like, when they don't, like, damn. I'm going to get into some more free questions in a second, guys, but when they don't, you know, let's just say if you have like a freelance job or whatever, and I'm like I'm in dire need of help, like, you are honestly free to pick somebody up and you could bypass that. And if it's a matter of money, then just ask. And this person, would just give you that money for that hour. But I shouldn't have to. Because if I were pregnant and bleeding and you didn't answer the fucking phone, I would have had to walk back like 16 miles or like had to call an ambulance. And then I would have had to go through that entire situation by myself. But you said that's fine, right? So it's stupid. It's heartless. It's cold. And it's disgusting. Just like plaque. So, you know, it's like that. But let's get into it. Amelia, will A reach out to you soon in the next few days? So will A reach out to you soon in the next few days? If I purchase a reading, can you do it on live now? Hey, what's up, KG? Yes, I can. Will A reach out to you soon in the next few days, Amelia? Will A reach out to you soon in the next few days? Yes, with the Knight of Swords energy and the Emperor card, but it's going to be on his kind of like timing, okay? So it could be happening within the week. Whenever the Knight of Swords come out, it's like within the week. Twin Soul, why do your parents favor your sister? Why are you caring about that so much? They are the transporters of your soul, okay? Take it from somebody who's been favored, like who's not the favorite on either side. So my mother has 2 separate children from her first husband, okay, that I grew up with mainly, and they're still half related to me. And then on my father's side, I have 2 people who are half, you know, related to me, okay? And I'm not the favorite on either of those sides, definitely, okay? My mother's side, it's definitely it used to be my brother, and then now it's my sister again, which is, if you even knew, you'd be like, what the fuck? And then on my father's side, it's definitely the middle child, or the firstborn for him, that he planned. So, yeah. So it's definitely that. And then they also baby the other one. They'll like walk her through her panic attacks and shit like that. I didn't get that shit. When I was having a panic attack and tried to call my mom when I was younger, I got fucking spanked. Like hard fucking core. I still remember that shit. It's really traumatizing, honestly, and it's kind of scary because I like, even when I like freaking what's it called, picture having kids, and I'm like, damn, I really don't trust my father to not discipline them the way that he disciplined me like that, and I don't trust my mom to not do that either. So like, I'm like, I don't trust them around my future kids like at all. And it's not even like it's because it's been happening even into my adulthood, that it's just like there's no changing. These people aren't going to change. Why? Because I just popped out, another version of our generation. Like, it's ridiculous. But anyway, that's crazy, right? We're female. I feel that way too. You know what I mean? And it's I'm sorry, twin, that you have to go through that. I really am. I'm sorry that you have to go through that, because honestly, like, you really should be loved, to be honest. And it's easy for me to say that, but you really should be loved in that way. But sometimes people have a certain vision of like what they want their child to be like and stuff like that. And when they are not like that, or when you're disobedient or things of that nature, and I hate saying that, but, or just speak your mind and just being your own person, they have issues with that. But let's see, okay? Three of Pentacles and the Magician card. Are you the firstborn or the secondborn? This is going into a lot about planning, and then I'm going to tell you something kind of hurtful, but hopefully not, okay? But let me know, are you the firstborn or are you the lastborn? Secondborn. You weren't planned, were you? Like, at all? Were you? Because with the Three of Pentacles being here, I'm going to give you a little bit of extra cards too, okay? Just because I feel with this situation. Yeah, they feel like you are... Damn, this is sad because you probably are not like this. Yeah, they don't... Yeah, my father wanted a son both times. Yeah, you were not necessarily planned. You know what I mean? And I get that, but some people are not blessed with a son. Like, I'm going to be very honest. It's, some people are not blessed with a son, and that's okay. But take your karma and swallow it, okay? I was going to say something pretty bad, but I shouldn't say that. It's dark humor. I was going to say, like, you're, like, their mom should have did. Like, that's horrible. We shouldn't say those things. With the Knight of Wands energy coming forth, okay? With the Knight of Wands energy coming forth, in the future, when you start to reach your personal accolades, they're going to want to take a lot of credit for this, okay? And the scene that's coming up in my head, and it might not be as drastic as this, you might end up choosing one parent over the other as well. If your parents are married, they may end up getting divorced in the future, okay? But let me Google really quick. Hold on, sorry. I'm texting really quick. I'm talking about. Yeah, I want to show you this scene. Fuck, man, it's hurtful, but it's from Meet the Browns. And I watched it a lot when I was younger because a lot of that shit, like, obviously my father was a lot more successful than that guy's father, but like, he treated my mom pretty fucking similarly. So let's see, Meet the Browns. My dad treated my mom like fucking shit. Like, not even kidding. I just sent you a payment. All right, KG, I'm going to dive into your reading right after this. I'm just going to show her a quick clip. Overall, the reasons why they don't favor you, you already kind of semi-know. They did want a boy, okay? And they did plan on having 3 children, but they did not. They kind of only wanted like 1 girl and maybe 2 boys, or maybe even with just 1 boy and like just 1 girl. They thought about that, but you were really unplanned, okay? And something my father told me while he was drinking is that, I wasn't planned, but I'm welcomed. Okay, and that's kind of the feeling that you get there. And he saw it as like a compliment. Like, he saw it like as like a beautiful thing to say to a daughter. Like, he didn't see it as like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I guess that's why I only have a guest room. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? It's just ridiculous. So it's sad too to say that to somebody, especially your kid who's already like gone through like rejection issues with you, and took that person like 10 years to just even get used to her last name. And then, you know what I mean? Like, that's fucking sad. How the fuck you gonna say that to somebody? I said that to my grandma. My grandma was like, what? Not my father's mother. So yeah, so you know, my grandmother on my mom's side. But anyway, and she was just like, what? You know what I mean? And I told it to my mom freaking, like, back when she, like, really cared, she was just like, what the heck? He really said that to you? I was like, yeah, he really said that, Mom. He really said that to me, and I just, all right, cool. Cool, dude. Stay with your eel. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's, like, anyway. So there's this thing for Meet the Browns, and there's this scene, but let me go into KG's read. Um, hold on. Hold on. Damn, you're just gonna have to see that movie. I don't think that they have that clip, or I might not be putting it in right. Yeah. But Meet the Browns. I don't know. I'm just getting that. But let's get it. Can I get one of the cards be a message card? Hey, what's up, love? So all of my message cards, I completely got rid of. I'm revamping up completely. I said that in the beginning of the live, but I am completely rewriting all of my message cards, and they're going to be completely different. So I'm going to be doing that, and I'm going to be doing that. So I can't do my message cards today, but I will be able to do them tomorrow. I'm going to work on them tonight and get a couple of decks done. And channel in. It's gonna be a lot of channeling. It's over 100 messages, and usually my messages aren't just like one sentence. Usually like maybe 4 sentences, maybe even 6 at times. You know, for the little channeled message cards. So it's gonna be pretty in depth. But what I can do is I can channel a message for you as well if you want me to do that. Oh, okay, I didn't hear that. No problem. No problem. It was my first live that I was on. That kind of got cut off. I was explaining it there, and then I explained it here too, just a little bit. But yeah, I'm reworking all of that. So no problem. But let me get into your question, okay? But I will get the message cards ready, and I am going to be doing that today. I'm going to be doing completely brand new ones. I'm wondering if it's the right decision to stay with I. So what's the outcome if I do it? All right, so let's see here. So is this the right decision to stay with I? First of all, let's see how he feels. Okay? Let's see how he feels. Oh. Yes, do you think is right? This person, if they're in a completely different relationship, they're not really in that relationship. I just need clarity. Okay? The Hierophant energy coming forth, it signifies that you guys share a spiritual soul contract, okay? But this also signifies that both you guys could potentially be getting into a relationship, a major relationship, okay? That it's not going to be easy, and I was holding back from saying this until I got a card like this. 10 of Pentacles. So this could even be like the both of you guys could end up getting married in the future, all right? And I do feel like it'll be a happy marriage. I also feel like you're really going to like his family, and his family is also really called. Can you still hear me? Let me know if you can still hear me. But anyway, their mother always like enjoyed my company, wanted to talk with me, all of that. It's because I usually hold a lot of respect for the mother of the person that I'm dating. Even if we have a falling out, I would still show them like immense respect because that is still the mother of the person that I was dating. So like I still, you know, last card cut off. All right, so the King of Swords energy came through for you, and the Lover's card. I want you to know this person does feel like you are their soulmate. They also feel very incomplete without you, and they get very much in their headspace whenever you guys don't talk for a long time. They have a tendency to review basically everything, okay? With the Lover's card coming forth in the upright position, this is also about kismet. The both of you guys are going to have situations that you were like, there's no way that we can break through this. There's no way that we can even forgive each other through this. There's no way that we can... With this Lover's card coming in and the Hierophant, it's like your pathway has already been kind of designed with this person. Like, you are meant to go through some, you know, circumstances that where he's going to end up having to emotionally kind of like leave you behind a little bit, maybe even ghost you for a little while, separation. Then both you guys end up coming back into something pretty serious with the Hierophant energy. And the 10 of Pentacles signifies generation. So it's something that maybe, and this goes pretty deep, this is something that your ancestors and their ancestors agree on. Okay. And one way to find that out is sometimes you'll find certain synchronicities in the physical. So like my family, let's just say I took my family's name and the person that I'm dating's family name, and I see a whole line of connectivity between both of those last names from the generational states where we're originally from. That means that our ancestors, okay, have made a similar, like we are part of a generational kind of like shift. Okay, I have not told him that. Okay, I want him to find out on his own. All right, that's also something that I carry. I do not want him to know about. But anyway, so let's get into your 8 of Cups energy. I like people like thinking that I'm stupid or like I don't know. I like when they think that. It makes me happy. With the 7 of Swords energy coming forth, like my stepmom, she makes me the happiest. She thinks I'm like the dumbest person on planet Earth. And I'm like, great. You know, like, that's awesome. So with the 7 of Swords energy, like, I do not, and my dad too, I'm just like, you know, please keep continuously thinking that, like, you know what I mean? Just please do, like, it's cool. Like, it really is. With the 7 of Swords energy in the reversal, all right, this is also about a secret being revealed. This could also mean that the both of you guys may have a rocky start in the beginning. This could even be like a third-party situation because this person has another karmic debt to pay. Okay? Underneath the Hierophant energy is the Knight of Pentacles. It's going to be slow process for you guys to get married in the future, but it's definitely the end game. Okay? And with the 10 of Pentacles being there and the 7 of Cups being there and the upright, it's almost like you don't know how you're going to get there. Exactly what I was channeling in earlier. It's like you don't know how you're going to get there. Now, the next one that you're getting is the 10 of Wands underneath the Knight, not the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords. And it makes me feel like it's almost like he's going to be put through a lot of shit in order to really come to terms with how he genuinely feels about you and what he genuinely wants to do and what he should be doing. You know, like being in a relationship, a genuine one, or like, and it's beyond that. You guys are meant for marriage. Yes, we were happy in a relationship, and I found out that he was messaging another girl just trying to boost his ego, and I confronted him. Yes, and that could be where the 7 of Swords and the reversal comes in this 8 of Cups energy, and even though the emotions are still there, you feel like he emotionally abandoned the relationship in a way, and that weighs on him very heavily, but also other things weigh on him as well. With the 10 of Wands being right underneath that King of Swords, he feels like he needs to have a direct conversation with you and make direct decisions. And a lot of the time, he just kind of messages these people because he wants kind of like this experience of meeting somebody for the first time again. I hate saying that, but it's almost like this person wants that experience. But then they end up getting bored with this person very quickly because at the end of the day, the person that they genuinely love, the person that they genuinely want, the person that they want to build a life with is going to be you. Okay? But underneath the Lover's card, you have the Page of Cups. This person's going to apologize, and it is going to be sincere. Okay, with the Page of Cups. I do also see this person eventually in the future proposing to you. As I say that, the Empress card comes out, along with the Hierophant and the 10 of Pentacles and the Empress card. This is also a mother, okay? You know, okay. Hold on. All right, so the next one that you're getting is the 8 of Swords energy in the reversal, okay? Now, with the 8 of Swords energy coming up in the reversal, I do feel like, damn, you have a lot of doubts that he's going to do it again. And there's no guarantee that he's not. There's no guarantee that no other man won't. But with love comes trust, and with love comes also faith, okay? And with the 8 of Swords energy coming forth in the reversal and the 4 of Pentacles energy coming up in the upright, This is also really big on maybe harboring your feelings and keeping things really tight-knit and not being as expressive when he comes back and apologizes. It's almost like you're going to be direct about some things, but then some other unresolved feelings are also going to come to the surface. And that's why my tonality went down a little bit, because I was sensing that nerve. Like immediately once this card came out, I was like, okay, so this is what's going on. That's why my tonality kind of shifted, because I don't feel like you should be scared, but you should be aware. You know what I mean? You should be able to make that decision as the beautiful adult that you are, an amazing person that you are, and recognize, okay, that is this the person that you're really wanting to build with? Because you have a choice within this. You can, you know, sever this and you could try to find somebody different and really, really move on. But your soul doesn't want to, because it's what's not necessarily destined for you, and your soul feels that. But you want to know, and you want to make sure that you're not destined for these karmic events to keep reliving over and over and over with the same individual who keeps making the decision to press start. And with the Six of Swords energy, I really think he is the one. Yeah, I do. I think that as well. You know, and I'll be the first one to be like, this, I don't know. With this. Hey guys, can you hear me? I kind of revamped it up. I went out, then I came back in. Let me know if you can hear me, though. I stopped right when the connection started buffering. So, the Six of Swords, though, that is a very big message. I was reading in the chat, guys, because I was waiting for it to come back on. All right, cool. So let's get right back to the reading. So with the Six of Swords energy coming in the upright position, okay? This is really strongly associated with moving on and also moving to calmer waters. And I don't feel like it's moving on like with the relationship to something else. I feel like this is about moving on, okay? Like from the rough waters that you guys have experienced, that yes, infidelity was there and things of that nature. But there's a part of you that's going to really appreciate his genuineness when he does come forward. And he's actually going to put in some effort to make some changes, okay? With the Six of Swords energy coming forth. And with the Five of Swords energy coming in, it kept repeating that part. What do you mean? You guys can hear me now, right, though? Sorry. But you meant before, right? Oh, also, hey, what's up, Divine Timing? With the Five of... All right, with the Ace of Cups and the Page of Cups energy coming in, this is very much him apologizing to you and also being genuine. This could also be, what's it called? This could also be him getting engaged to you with the Ten of Pentacles energy in the future, okay? This could also be a sign of that, all right? Oh, the Spirit is really messing with that reading. I'm serious. I know. But let's get into, I'll just answer one more free question. And I'll be not live again today, but I am going to be available for readings, guys. If you want something in depth and delivered same day today, let me know. I can do that as well, okay? Divine Timing, what do you need to hear most today? So let's see, what do you need to hear most today? So for Divine Timing, what you need to hear most today is that you have to, I hate saying it, being that cliche, but you got to listen to your heart today, all right? You really do. You got to listen to your heart today, and your intuition is going to be screaming at you about something, okay? Screaming to you about something. And your logic is going to try to block it off, or other circumstances in the physical world are going to be trying to derail you from that. This also could be having two purposes in life. One that is very focused on marriage, and one that is very spiritually focused as well and expansive. And maybe this is something that... KG, did you get your reading? KG, did you get your reading? This is going to be the last one. This is for divine timing. The ending to your reading, KG, was that this person's going to be apologizing to you and potentially in the future getting engaged with you. The Ten of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Empress, Age of Cups, and the Ace of Cups that came out within that reading. So that was just basically the synopsis. But you got it already? All right, so with the Two of Swords energy and the Hierophant energy coming forth in the upright position, okay, this is also you having to focus on your spiritual downloads that you're receiving because you're blocking them off. And this could, and you're probably like, what? It's very serious, very serious. The Two of Swords and the Hierophant energy, it's kind of like ignoring your spiritual soul contracts. But I do feel like things are going to turn around in the future for you. It's going to be slow progress. There's also somebody who's undecided about wanting to get into a relationship with you, and it looks like they're going to end up choosing you as well with the Knight of Pentacles energy coming up at the end, but it could be during an earth sign season, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, okay? All right, guys, one more free card, and then I am out, okay? Current feelings of A about you. He's a love interest. Did I do love's question already? Current feeling of A about you. He's a love interest. I'm not talking right now. You definitely need a reading because 3 cards wanted to come out for you. I'm going to give them to you. Okay? All right. Hopefully Olivia heard that, but I don't think she did. With the 6 of Cups energy, this is going to be my last question, guys. With the 6 of Cups energy and the Queen of Cups and the 8 of Cups energy, this is very much like both you guys have shared a past life together. And there's something about you that reminds this person of home. This person also finds you to be very beautiful, very empathic, very charming, very cutesy as well. And knowing just what to say, when maybe you might not even realize it, that you're intuitively hitting on some points within the conversation with him that he never even brought up to you, is also something coming forth. Now with the 8 of Cups energy, this is also about kind of ghosting and being in separation a little bit, okay, is also something coming forth. But that is what I am getting. I don't feel like he's fully invested within this connection at this time, but I do feel like the both of you guys share like a past life together as well, and this person does think you're immensely beautiful and caring and giving, but they're just not 100% in it. With the 8 of Cups, it's kind of like, all right, the party's over. I'm hearing party for you as well. We're not talking right now. That's funny because the first thing I said before in the previous thread was like, you guys are going to reconcile soon as well, and then it buffered. So that was one of the first things that I said. But with the, and that's when the card initially came out. But with the 6 of Cups energy, this is also about reconciliation. But this person, all right, so overall, yes, you are going to reconcile with this person. It could be a little while longer, okay? Possibly 8 days before you reconcile with this person. This person definitely has immense feelings and emotions for you, but they're not 100% certain on wanting to solidify the relationship. And the song that I'm receiving for you is Party For You by Charlie XCX, okay? But with that being said, I hope that you enjoyed that, and I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. I'm going to go ahead and hop off. But I hope you guys, yeah. He's involved in the really yeah. Eight of Cups energy, that is most likely why. But you're welcome, Olivia. Guys, feel free to check out. Take care, honey. You're welcome. Take care, okay?